Okay. Here we are in the Rayburn building. We're doing a story on the historic win of the Congressional Black Caucus. You now have, Maxine Waters is the chairman of the show. She is most probably, almost without a doubt, the next chairman of financial services. You have the seniority. You've won you 9 members. What will this mean?
I think it'll mean a lot, not only for us here in the Rayburn building and the members of Congress, but for the nation, because our win represents the democracy and the diversity of America. I think it will make a difference that for me as an African-American female and a strong member of the Congressional Black Caucus, that other little girls will be able to say that they can come to the United States Congress, that they can be president. I think on the issues you will see legislation that will be reflective of for the people. We're going to look at health care. We're going to look at education, criminal justice reform. We're going to be united and we're going to be strong because this is our opportunity to really make a difference because there's so much to lose. Everything is at stake right now.
Because we've seen this before with Mr. Jeb Hesselling, the chairman, and Maxine Waters have done a lot of bipartisan bills, more than anybody ever noticed. We had the Powering Africa deal that brought billions of dollars of power between Ed Royce and Karen Bass. So you see this GOP, CBC working together to get things done no matter what happens?
I think you will find that the Congressional Black Caucus has always extended an arm to everyone. We also are the caucus that's the conscience of the Congress. I think that you will see bipartisanship. I think you'll see fairness. But people have to be receptive on both sides of the aisle. But I can tell you the Congressional Black Caucus is coming with a strong agenda, and that's what we're going to put out foremost.
These are not luxuries. Health care is critical. Education, jobs, prison reform. These are not something that you can leave.
But they're major issues, but they're also the issue that America is asking about.
Yeah.
People want to make sure that they have health care. They want to make sure that their children can have a better life. But there is also something on there that's more difficult to legislate, and that's civility. So I think you will see the arm stretched out for civility. I'm co-chair of the Civility and Respect Caucus. I believe in that because I think you have to advocate for something, not necessarily against something. And so I'm for health care and education and civil rights and criminal justice reform.
What do you think you'll be able to do specifically for your district and for the people of your district?
I think I'll continue to be able to support my district. I've got a great track record. I'm going into my 4th term. I've had bipartisan legislation. I've actually had bills passed. So I'll be focusing on those major issues. I'm hoping to stay on the Financial Services Committee. Housing and insurance was a major subcommittee for me. I brought $225 million back into my district and community, did a lot with infant mortality. We've been very forceful at The Ohio State University when it talks about NIH and research in STEM. So I'm going to continue on the track. You should just expect more.
So Black America is succeeding more with good job growth, as we've seen, and economic opportunities. African Americans are the #1 entrepreneurs in new business, and we've seen the highest mobility with African American women leadership.
Well, I think you see that, but I also still think that there's a lot of work to do. There's still discrepancies. African American women versus their white male counterpart don't have equal pay for equal work. So I don't want anyone to believe that we're going to be comfortable. We're going to be progressive. We're going to be involved and not just reacting to the issues. We're going to be taking a real leadership role because we want to make sure that there's truth and reality to all those statistics and numbers. When you look at it, 50% of the American population doesn't own stock. When you look at, yes, the unemployment rate may look great, but the wages aren't the same. So there's still a lot of work to do in that growth.
Thank you, Congressman.
Thank you.
I see this is greater than